Hi guys, and welcome back to the part 2 of Layers of Me. This is your host Betty, and I hope you stay and enjoy. In preparation for this, I obviously on my last episode I told you that I already knew what I was going to talk about, right? So today's episode is about personality type. Well, while I was doing all my research, I already had all the information that I needed, but I was just gonna write it down, just put it in simple words. And I ended up taking the test again, the test that I took the first time. So this is supposed to be a test from a website called 16personalities.com. And this is based on the Myers-Briggs personality types. Well, as of yesterday, I was an ISFJ. Yes. So what that means is that I was introverted, sensing, feeling, judging. Or other people call it the ISFJ. That's what they mean, right? Well, when I took the test yesterday, again, I guess it changed a little, not a lot, because I was kind of like, the scores are still a little bit 50-50 in one of the aspects. In this case, the J. So it was more towards one side than the other, and now it switched more to the other side. The rest of me, it's the same. Probably just a little bit more of the other letters, the I, S, the F. And so yeah, I have, oh my god, all that. So let's start with what it just showed on the test yesterday, right? It says that my personality, it's on the adventurers. It's an adventurer, which is a person that is flexible, charming, always ready to explore and experience something new. Tend to have open minds, approaching life, new experiences, and people with grounded warmth. You might say like, is that you? Well, yes and no. But that's why, my personality changed a little. I am open to new things because I want to live a full life. But they're just things that I just put my foot on, and I guess I have my limits. People should know their limits, and I have my limits. And I know what I like, and I know what I don't like. But it started with the I. The I means introverted, in case you didn't know. So I am an introverted person, obviously. 76% introverted. This says that I'm likely to prefer it says likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments. Very true. As if you know, I'm a hermit. I don't like a lot of socializing. I can get it every once in a while, and then it's too much for me. And I'm more of an introvert. That I knew. So this is another one that I'm on the fence of. The second part is the S, which is the sensing part. This one you can either be observant or intuitive. Well, I'm 51% observant in this one. And I think previously it was a different number when I took the test the last time. So let me see here. Just to continue with the other ones. So the F, oh my god, I don't even know if I told you. So now I'm an ISFP when I used to be an ISFJ. So the F, it is for feeling. So you can either be feeling or thinking. I am 75% feeling. And going back to the observant, so 51% observant means that it's part of the mind. So the introversion and extroversion, that's part of your energy. And then part of the mind is 51% observant, which means that you're likely pragmatic and down to earth with a strong focus on what's happening or is very likely to happen. Yes, I like to observe things and analyze and, overthink. That's for me. So the one feeling, 75% feeling. This is my nature. It says you likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Very true. The next letter is the P, which used to be a J. So there's J for judging and P for prospecting. 53% prospecting now. I think I used to be like 52% judging, but it switched. So this is tactics. This is your tactics. It's not like I judge people now. This is tactics that you use. So prospecting, it says that I'm likely very good at improvising and adapting and tend to be flexible and value novelty about stability. So yes, I am able to adapt. I'm a Pisces, so what else can I do? I have to adapt to the road. And I guess that's part of me. There's another letter that's included on the assessment. It can either be a T or an A, and that goes after the first four letters. So it's turbulent or assertive. And this is part of your identity. I am 71% turbulent, which means that I'm likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. Very true. All very true. So, to me, honestly, I don't know. It was just weird to see that it changed. I mean, it didn't change a lot, but it kind of makes sense. So, the other day I was looking at this article saying that which character in Gilmore Girls are you based on your personality? Well, previously, I was Rory Gilmore. She's an ISFJ. And Dean, he was also an ISFJ at the beginning, but then he switched into an ISFP, which Jess, Team Jess, Team Dean, Jess is an ISFP. And I can see that. I feel like I'm now a little like him, just kind of smart, but also, a little bit witty and all that stuff. I feel like that makes sense because I'm not an extrovert at all. I wasn't expecting it to show me that I was an extrovert or anything, but it was just weird. So before I used to be on the Sentinels and I used to be a defender as an ISFJ-T, which is very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. But now it seems like I switched to the category of explorers. I am an adventurer. I'm an ISFP-T, which is flexible and charming artist, ready to explore and experience something new. Other people in the explorers level, it's virtuoso, entrepreneur, entertainer. Most of these people are either ISFP or ESFP, ISTP, ESTP. Anyways, so there's a lot. So there's four personality types. So there's four main types, and then they divide those into its own type of personality. So there's analysts, there's diplomats, there's sentinels, and explorers. In between the analysts, we have architects, logicians, commanders, debaters. So based on the test you take, they can say, I have somebody that took the test and they ended up being a debater, which I can see that because it's a smart and curious thinkers who cannot resist an intellectual challenge. Very true. And then there's the diplomats. There's advocates, mediators, protagonists, and campaigners. The sentinels are logistician, defenders, executives, and consul. Explorers, like I already said, virtuoso, adventurer, entrepreneur, entertainer. So that's all the types of people that there are. And oh my God, I don't know. It was so interesting to just see that I've actually changed. Because to me, it's like, I haven't changed. No. But I don't know. Like when I got my ISFJ, I was like, I'm a defender, yeah, for sure. What it is to be this and that. What your role is, your self-confidence, how are you in romantic relationships and friendships and parenthood and all those things. Like, what's your academic pack? How would you learn? How would you be in school? How are you develop, career-wise and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, it all makes sense. I mean, the from ISFJ to ISFP doesn't change too much, but it is, I guess ISFPs are a little bit more rare, I think. And it's just, I don't know, I found that super interesting that I've actually changed. Like, I just feel like I have changed in my personality, but I wasn't expecting it. Maybe I expected change a lot, or maybe I didn't expect change at all. I actually wasn't expecting a lot of anything. I just wanted to see if I had changed, if my personality was different, if there was something else, and I don't know. It was interesting to see that. So, I know, just blah, blah, blah about me. But to me, just knowing that the personality type is just, I just like to know things in the world. And just like I like to read my horoscope, like, hey, I'm a Pisces. Tell me what's going to happen. Even if it doesn't happen, I just like to know. And then this one is more about your personality type. So this is more based on who you are and what you do. And they can help you, find the path. When you know your personality and sometimes you feel like you're a little bit lost, they can say, oh, this is a path that you could take because this is what usually people that are like you will enjoy the most. And that is very true. I don't want to keep talking about all these things because I know some stuff is like, that's why I wanted to divide it into 3 because I felt like the personality one was going to be like the longest one. And there is still more information. It was just like, since yesterday, I took the test and it changed the personality type that I had. It was kind of like difficult for me to like gather everything that I had gathered before because it was still like a shock in the brain. So maybe I'll leave that for, a next time. And still, I have part 3 of the layers of me coming up next week. And I hope you guys enjoy. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you know what I'm talking about. So, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of the week. And remember to stay, subscribe, follow. Follow me on socials at BettyQueen29. Love you. Bye.